powers to investigate and subpoena government officials. It could impose punishments on them of up to a year in prison. The contempt of legislature bill has faced strong opposition from the government of President Lai Ching-te. Large protests are expected around the Parliament building as lawmakers debate the bill. The significance is that it could allow the opposition in Taiwan, both the KMT and the TPP parties, to launch investigations into previous and current governments and potentially lock the legislature and executive in legal and political conflict for years. For more, I've been speaking to Alexander Huang, a professor of strategic studies at Tankang University in Taiwan, and also a special advisor to the opposition KMT party. So why does he think this legislation is significant?
In the practice of Taiwan maturing democracy, we have witnessed a trend that the executive power had been exploding, and because of our constitutional design, the president's power is above the 5 yuans or 5 branches, which means that the president is increasingly having unchecked power, number one. Number two was that in the past 8 years with the DPP supermajority in our legislature, they have been doing a lot of bills and laws in the way of crushing the minority opinion. So this time when KMT returned to the majority, they adopted the measures to restore a better check and balances and try to rebalance the legislature and the executive power to make the democracy more balanced and mature, including the proposals that the current ruling DPP, when they were in opposition, including their views in the new legislature.
But isn't it possible that this is just going to simply tie up the government for years, perhaps, in political, maybe even legal conflict, that nothing will get done if this bill goes through?
Well, I observe and understand the concern of our international friends, whether a democratic reform or a rebalance of our executive and legislative power would slow down Taiwan or make Taiwan less functional when we face a growing national security threat. But I can assure you that all the procedures and measures were not based on partisan revenge or struggle. It is a measure that been debated for over 30 years, and KMT and DPP were in ruling and were both in oppositions. So I think this is a time that my party, together with another coalition, TPP, and try to address the issue that had been lingering and debated for 30 years. I do not believe that it will disrupt the government function or being used in a way to check or dysfunction our government.